Yeah, so sorry Macro EXE if you're watching, but I'm really curious to find out how the sun won with only 4K. Alright, so we're watching the sun. The sun enters a shop and then leaves. Now, I'm wondering if the sun fails to pick up the ring of gold. Like, there's no way you go that far and not be mega rich. Like, unless they were speedrunning, but this runner doesn't look like they're speedrunning at all. So I'm wondering how they got far and only left with 4,000? I'm really hoping this run isn't like corrupted by the replay system and that we actually get to see how they just go through and only have 4K gold. It would normally rank so low on the leaderboards, I would never see it run like this. But because I like to play these runs pretty early, I'm finally catching it. So, we'll see. So the sun kills everything on the floor. They're not speedrunning it, which was my initial theory. They're like killing everything and, you know, they're doing their stuff. The thing I'm noticing is that they did not go back to the shop to pick up the ring of gold. Which concerns me because you'd think that the ring of gold would be the way to go. The other thing is maybe this is just a normal person who does the run like me. They're no like score running master. They're just concerned about getting to the bottom and they don't care how rich they are. Which I think is the case. Because I'm really not seeing them go do anything crazy. But maybe they're going back to the shop now to get the ring of gold. Maybe I, like, spoke too soon. Yeah, so they buy 2 things from the shop. I would have, if I had that money, I probably would have bought the ring of gold and the armor. But that's up to them. I wonder what the... Oh, nice. That's something for me to keep in mind, that the spells can break the barrels. Because that would have been nice for me to have. Alright, so... the sun makes it to floor 2. And it's interesting to see the sun did not pick up the cursed potion. Interesting. Alright, the sun is here. And they got that blue slime. They used the rat familiar. The rat familiar is next to them. Which in my opinion is a much better place to be when you're familiar. But that's fine. The sun did not see anything worthwhile in the shop. So they're just making their way. And see, that is so much better. You see how well that works? Because now the sun can maintain the distance between them and the enemy. And they can use the rat familiar. This is exactly what I wanted to do. But I failed horribly at. And if you want to watch the replay, I can tell you, my video is super short. Because that's where I died. Now let's see what the sun does here. Alright, the sun... Was the sun trying to lure people there? I don't think so. Is the sun gonna use... No, the sun doesn't have a spell to use. I wonder what the sun is thinking here. Okay. Interesting. Are they gonna try to put the barrel next to the cracked wall so they can bust open the wall and the barrel at the same time? They are. Look at that. They're playing exactly as I would. Yes. Yes, let's get rid of those nasty spirits. Okay, they took a hit there. Unfortunate. Alright, they got the blood shovel. So interesting that they'll be broke by the end of the run. Right now, all their hits are going to be super critical because they're at low health, so all their attacks are going to be doing a massive amount of damage. And they don't have to worry about any tiles because they just float over all of them. Alright, let's see what the sun does on level 3. Alright, the sun maybe will blow up this wall. Yes, they will. Alright, they get the bomb charm, maybe? They definitely debated hard about that. But they got the bomb charm. I think they just didn't think they had enough of a budget for it. Alright, and they're just continuing to kill enemies. Look at you. Good job, the sun. Alright, the sun is getting money. Ooh, look at that big boy. Alright, so what is the sun looking for here? Were they looking for that potion of life? We don't know. And then, ooh, lots of enemies. In my practice run, there was one area where there was this trapdoor, and like all the enemies I saw were like falling in the trapdoor. It was quite alright. Ooh, they got the Ring of Frost. Maybe this is why they didn't have a score run. They took a utility ring as opposed to a gold ring. Ooh. Interesting. But I mean, that ring came in handy. Okay, and they got the lucky charm ring. Charm. Interesting. Are they trying to think about how to get that barrel? Maybe. Oh, this is interesting. This is a nice, like, breath of fresh air after all the score runs I watch. So this person is just playing normally. Ooh. Look at that, like, nice gameplay. Killing so many enemies, getting all their health back. A flawless victory. And they get the bomb spell. Yes, take that. And great. So when you have a blood axe like the sun does, you want to make sure you get all those kills. Mushrooms are valid bodies. If you kill a mushroom, that counts as a kill, and that gets you one step closer to getting your health healed. Really great. This also counts for things like casting spells. So like, for example, that spell, it requires 24 kills to kind of restart that. And mushrooms are valid in increasing that number. Don't believe me? Wait until the sun kills another mushroom and just notice that that counter goes down. It's really cool stuff. Right here, like here, see 16 kills, 15 kills, and if you don't know what I'm looking at, it's this right over here. So, just in case there was some footage lost, I'm watching the sun's run playthrough. You didn't miss out on much. The sun is just going through the same level as prior. I just accidentally ended the recording, so you might see a little jump. But the sun is just going through and clearing the floor. It doesn't look like there's anything crazy that the sun is doing. The sun hasn't like broke any walls. They're just going ahead and like gathering charms, gathering all their stuff, being really cool and collected throughout the playthrough. So here, you know, the sun is killing the mushrooms so the sun can get more kills under their belt, heal faster, get their bomb spell faster. Are they going to use the drumstick? Probably not. They're probably going to just hold on to it until they need it. Alright, and here the sun is just killing the enemies and having a grand old time. Now let's see what happens here. What my hypothesis is the sun ends their run with a low amount of gold because they just keep spending their gold at shops. Like, for example, they are going to probably buy that 900 armor, the glass armor. That's my prediction. Let's see if it comes true. Because they don't seem like they're interested in killing the shopkeeper. It doesn't look like they're interested in breaking any, like, gold walls. They're just trying to play the game as normal. And I really respect that. And that was a really nice freeze. I wonder if that was intentional or not. But that frozen ring is definitely coming in handy. Alright, so they got the torture walls. So I guess they don't buy the armor. I thought they would have, so that way they would have lowered the amount of money that they had. Guess not. They break open the walls, so they are taking advantage of, like, all the walls. So I'm just wondering why they end their playthrough with only 4K. Granted, they lost some money when it came to buying from the shopkeeper just now. But, I don't know. It's really interesting watching the Sun, though. The Sun is a lot more conservative and seems like a lot more of a normal player. They're not trying to do anything super funky. Yeah, they blew up a shop wall, but who hasn't, right? But they're not out killing shopkeepers. And they're not out in, like, the secret dungeons trying to blow up those walls and kill those shopkeepers either. They did do the leprechaun charm, which is something I normally would never do. So that's, like, kind of an advanced play, like, you know, high-level play, I guess. Because, like, doesn't come across my brain to do it. But it works out really well for them. Like, I would only pick up a leprechaun charm by accident. Because, like, I happened to get those pile of 50 coins together, but not because on purpose. And the Sun definitely looked like it did that on purpose. Are they... Oh, they can now have 2 weapons. That's true. Alright, and... Are they going to kill this person? Are they going to transform more guys, one of their items? Ooh, that's a nice sword. Ooh, and that's a nice torch. Ring of Pain, are they going to take it? Ring of Might. Interesting. Ring of Luck. Is that why? Because they're just constantly using shops? I mean, that makes sense. They're getting what they need. I absolutely despise this boss. Like, in rankings of which bosses I hate fighting, it would be the Dead Ringer, and then this guy. I absolutely despise fighting him. I have no idea what to do. He summons a bunch of enemies. He gets me all panicky. I don't like it. I don't like it a lot. And then here's the Frost Dragon. I was hoping to get this far because, you know, it's cool and it's better than being stuck in Zone 1. But congrats to the Sun for making it this far and for being such a great champ. Like, they're really playing their heart out. I love to see it. Let's see here. Ooh, that's a gigantic guy. But yeah, take your drumstick. Don't waste your time with being gigantic. You don't need to be that big. I also love how the levitation boots solves both the problem of the ice and lava. Because, like, when you have, like, the steel toe boots, like, it solves one problem but not the other, I think. And then there's the other kind of shoes that solves, like, the explorer boots that solve, like, I think, the magma but not the ice. So, like, I like how the levitation kind of just saves you from everything. I think that's great. And look, there's a monster down there. Look at that. And I guess you're just gonna let him chase you throughout the level? Okay. Ooh, is this a... Yeah. How unfortunate. Oh. No, that was intentional. Take hits near me. I see what you did there. Okay. I thought the game glitched, but no. It just said take hits near me, and that's exactly what you did. You followed instructions. I'm kind of out of words for that. Looks like they're thinking about beating up the shopkeeper there. But they didn't. What else will the Sun do? The Sun is clearly, like, outsmarting me every single step of the way. Like, I'll be like, oh yeah, the Sun is like an average player like me. No, the Sun is a lot more than just an average player. The Sun analyzes situations. They just do whatever they need to do to win. And I admire that, because, like, I'll be dying all the time. And I mean, they are taking hits, but they're also capable of healing really quickly because they have that blood weapon, which I absolutely am so envious of. I'm still surprised. I thought, really, they were crazy when they were taking all those hits, but no. They absolutely did that on purpose. Why do I ever doubt people when I watch them play? Like, a lot of people don't do things on accident. See, I always assume everyone does everything by accident. But these guys actually think about all their moves. And you notice something that the Sun did here? They did not go for that secret room. I mean, maybe they will now. Yeah, they probably will now. Are they going to try it? Okay. And they, like, took off the ring, too. Did they take off the ring? I thought they had a different ring. Maybe I didn't catch it when... Maybe it was when they were at the shrine that they took all the hits. That they got the different ring. But I thought they still had their frost ring on. But I guess it doesn't make sense because they have their frost charm. But now I think it's gone. I think it's a one-time use only. But yeah, I think they end the game at a low score because they're just buying things constantly from the shopkeeper. Which makes sense, because I would too. Alright. So they're just killing enemies left and right, doing their besties. They did not explore what that shop was. Interesting. They also managed to avoid that black skeleton, which is amazing because I would have fallen for that black skeleton. I always do. Whenever there was an enemy in a crate and I'm like, oh, this was supposed to be a goodie, gets me every single time. And I'm constantly upset every single time when it happens. Alrighty, so now they're switching up their items. I think it's an interesting strategy that they have an axe for both. They're not going to take that cursed heart. I wonder why. I mean, it's extra health, right? But maybe they don't want the cursed aspect of it. I don't know. But really cool to see here. They're just being very strategic, very methodical as they, like, kill their enemies. We always like someone who thinks before they act. Are they gonna go buy something? No, they're not. They changed their mind. They're like, oh, maybe I want that cursed heart. And then they're like, nah. Purchase a random item. Ooh. So there's the Ring of Shielding, Ring of Shadows. Ah, so now they don't have to pay for anything. Smart. I wonder what they're going for. Okay. So monocle and sunglasses. Monocle. What item are they looking for? Okay. They got the bomb. Okay. What ring are they going for? Are they trying to look for the Ring of Courage? What are they doing? Okay. I guess they got what they needed. Ring of Piercing. So that way they can match with their rat. And they got the cursed heart. I thought they were going to avoid it, but no. They just waited until the last minute for it. Alright, so King Konga. How do I feel about him? So I don't hate him. I'm trying to think. So from least favorite to favorite, I think it would have to be the Dead Ringer for least favorite. After that, it'd have to be the skeleton, the rock skeleton guy that we saw previously. Then it's the mole, because I really am confused at how to fight him. And then it's the conga line. And then it's the chess pieces. And then it's the base. And I think that's it. Alright, now this area, I've gotten to play it a couple times. There's still a couple enemies here that freak me out, like the spiders. So I'm going to try to watch as they fight the spiders. But it looks like the spiders never attack them. Like normally when I approach the spider, it just attacks my face. But it looks like they can just say hello to the spider and be chill. So I don't know what they're doing and what I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's the item that it's equipped with? But I don't know. Oof. They took some damage there. But they have a blood weapon, so they're fine. But yeah, they're able to just kill the spiders. I never am able to just kill spiders. They always just, like, hurt me. So it's interesting. Okie dokie, so what are they doing here? Are they gonna buy anything? Okay, so they got the little snowman now. With the little rat familiar. Good combo. I'm sure that they're not too happy that the snow familiar is behind them. Now, I'm assuming here the walls are just really sensitive, so that's why if you dig into one wall, it digs into 3. I think that's just how this dungeon's made. But in this kind of like zone, I think my least favorite has to be the spiders because I don't know how to fight them. Followed by the parrying guys. Followed by the golem. Because the golem has that like little shrinky dink thing, which throws me off. And then maybe the teleporter guys, because those guys throw me off too. I'm not too bothered by the harpies. Like, the harpies don't really bother me too much. The spiders just immensely bother me. Like, I never know what to do with them. And this whole, like, strategy of freezing them, really awesome by the sun. Like, the sun has made the snowman work. Where I would have not been able to make it work. Alright, so the sun has healed themselves fully, and now they have a spell book. Really awesome. They don't have to worry about any traps because, of course not. They're protected from bombs, so they don't have to worry about those goblin guys. So the sun is really playing to their strengths. Are they going to try to kill this guy? No. They're not into killing the shopkeeper, which is great. It's a refreshing sight to see someone who's trying to be nice to the shopkeeper. We have too many people abusing the shopkeeper. Not cool. So the sun is really about preserving their friendship with the shopkeeper. And they were able to break the crate. Great. I love to see it. I think they're just outputting a lot of damage at this point. I wonder how they were able to kill a golem on the, like, tiny square. Ooh. Did they not take much damage because of their armor? I think that's the case. Let's see. Are they going to try to get anything from the shop? Ooh. I love seeing that. We stan a player who prioritizes health over guts and glory. And, you know, the sun clearly is more of a healer than a guts and glory kind of person. What a flawless victory. We stand the sun. Okay, they got the monkey's paw. I have no idea what that does. But instead of saying that again, I'm going to actually look it up on a separate window. Monkey's paw, Crypt of the Necrodancer. Might as well. This is not the first time you guys seen this. All types of monkeys, water balls, and gorgons become permanently frozen. Interesting. So freezes monkey-like enemies. I need to see that happen in action. Water balls and gorgons. I don't think I saw it yet. Oh! I see it now. Interesting. So literally, like, every single time you see them in the floor, they'll be always frozen. Very cool. Well, I learned something today. Yeah, because that guy was also frozen too. Why was this item made though? Is my question. Is it because the monkey holds you still and they wanted an item to say, LOL, take that monkey? Then why would, like, the water ball also be affected? Or the gorgon for that matter? Is it because there's no monkeys on this level? So they were like, well, we can't make the monkeys frozen this far in the game. So let's pick another enemy? I don't know. But I guess that makes sense, because this zone is unlike any other zone when it comes to enemies. And, like, technically, the water ball does force you to stay still because it creates, like, a little puddle of water. So I guess if they had to try to give another enemy from the zone that frozen state, it would be that guy. I don't know why Medusas. Is it because they're naturally frozen in state when you, like, hurt them? I don't know. But I'm glad I finally looked up what the monkey's paw was. Because I keep asking every single time. And every single time, because I'm not doing the work, I just forget. I'm just so confused as to why it exists. Like, there has to be a reason why someone thought that would be a good item to add to the game. Alright, so they switched weapons. And they're just taking the money. Now, are they going to take the golden broadsword? No, but they are going to take the protection spell. Or protection charm. Ooh. Are they going to use that item? No, they're not. They're not going to use that shrine. Okay, so what are they going to do now? Next floor? Yes, next floor. Okay. So we see that slime. It is like completely frozen. And we see that the sun just is still using their rat to, like, attack things. And the snowman is being to properly freeze things, like that wizard over there. I love seeing this player play because they're really, really being thoughtful with every move that they make. Like, everything's done with a reason and a purpose. And they're not worried about taking hits because they're so well armored. But I wonder if they're going to take the dove. What does the dove familiar do? Since I have this window open, I'm going to look it up. I know, right? It's like, why are you doing that, Carprincess? Like, then what will I tell you? Well, you'll tell me whatever other thoughts you had. But I'm going to answer my own questions because I'm a big girl and I have the Crypt of the Necrodancer wiki. Okay. So they're picking up all their items again. Totally missed why. But that is just, you know, sacrifice I gotta take. Oof. They're taking hits. But it's not because the game is lagging or desynchronizing. It's just because they're human. I appreciate a human. Oh, I see. Well, let me watch this fight. So they're just blowing up all the bells. And I guess they're doing it so that way he can't summon any more enemies. Which is what I should have done. Okay, now they're standing in front of there. They dodge out of the way. Okay. Maybe next time I'll be able to fight the Dead Ringer. Okay. I have a feeling that once I get to this fight, I will also have the same struggle. But because I've never fought this guy, I couldn't really put him in my tier list. Ooh. I guess it's a good strategy that you give Daddy the better weapon. So that way you have the golden loot. It makes sense. And are they using their bombs? Oof. Yeah, they cornered him. Interesting. Alright, is Cadence gonna go through it or is her dad gonna go through it? Cadence is gonna go through it. Thank you so much, The Sun, for providing us such a great run. And shy of being 5k gold, I now understand how you managed to have 5k by the end of the run. And I appreciate the fact that you did not kill any shopkeepers. You are a great pacifist and a great smart player. You prioritize your health over being flashy, and I appreciate that. That gives hope for me. And hopefully one day I will also beat the run and win. So anyways, everyone, have a wonderful day or night. And remember that you are loved. Bye.